So we all know that Sans has 1 HP and 1 defense. It's probably the most endearing thing about Undertale, how the most powerful enemy can also be the weakest. But what we don't know is that, for example, Sans stubbed his toe. Would he die? What if he tripped and fell? Find out as we expose Sans' worst fear once and for all. So I decided to find out the damage for these 3 actions if Sans were to go through them. If he were to stub his toe, get a playful punch, or trip and fall flat on his face. So to find out how much damage they would do, I first tried to find a way to find out how to convert real-life damage to Undertale damage. So after an embarrassing amount of studying, I face-palmed as I realized the main protagonist, or antagonist you could say, which is a 12-year-old kid, which exists in real life, I think. So I started by going in-game and finding out the damage Frisk does at level 1 with a stick, which has 0 attack. And the least amount of damage you could do is around 10 damage, being as generous as possible. So then I found out how much PSI and newtons a 12-year-old who weighs 110 pounds could inflict, which turned out to be 26 PSI and 634 newtons. So 10 in-game damage equals around 634 newtons. So I did 634 divided by 10 to find out how much the real-life equivalent of 1 damage to real-life newtons. And it turned out to be 63 newtons for every 1 damage. So let's start with stubbing your toe. So by doing the math surrounding Sans' weight and height, we find that if he were to stub his toe, it would be around 100 newtons of force. So to find out how much damage it would cause, we would need to divide 63 by 100 to find out how much damage it would be. And it would equal a total of, drumroll please, 1.6 damage, or specifically 1.58730. And that means if he stubbed his toe, he would have 40% health left. Since we all forgot, he has 1 defense protecting him from most of the damage. But he survived. Yay! But I'm not that satisfied. He will die by my hands. So now, to find out if a playful punch can do it. So let me make something clear. In a certain fight with Undyne, you could playful punch her and it would inflict 1 damage exactly, which would not kill Sans since he has 1 defense. So now that you know that knowledge, I want you to put it in the bag and I want you to chuck it in the back of the car and send it over a cliff. Because I'm gonna give you some actual real-life info. So finding out how much newtons a playful punch in real life wasn't that hard. At around 30 newtons. And doing the same math as last time, it gives us 5 damage! Damn, he would still survive without even taking a bit of damage to his actual health bar. His defense helps, but we still got 1 opportunity left. Let's say Sans were to trip and fall face first into the ground. So after a lot of work and a training montage, if Sans were to fall face first into the ground, we come up with a grand total of 11 damage. We finally killed Sans. We finally did it. We did it. But this makes me wonder, how does Sans even live? It's not that hard to accidentally hurt yourself. But have you ever wondered how good Sans is at dodging at his own boss battle? I mean, think about it. He dodges all your stuff. Have you ever not helped but wonder it? I think it's basically because his whole life he's had to live it in danger. He's had to avoid everything dangerous, and he probably naturally gained the ability to be an amazing dodger. And that's probably how he became so lazy. He couldn't have fun with that, dying most of the times. And that probably means. And with that, that is the end of the video. In Undertale video. See ya.